Hello, my name is Courtney Johnson. Today is June 8, 2019, and I will be naming the axial and appendicular parts of the skull. We're going to start with the anterior, which is the front. The nose is right here. The zygote is right here. The maxilla is right here. The mandible would be right here. And the frontal is right here. And now we're going to do the posterior, which is the back. The occipital is under the nose right here. The parietal is the top of the head. And the temporal is right about here under the ear. Now the interior skull is the top. The frontal is the top of the head. The occipital will be the side of the head. The parietal is right about here at the top of the head. And the sphenoid is the side of the temple. The temporal is over on this side of the head. Now moving on to the lateral skull. The ethmoid is the side of the eye. The frontal is the side of the head. The lacrimal would be this side of the eye. The mandible is right about here, the side of the jaw. The maxilla is right here. The nasal, of course, is the nose. The occipital is right here. The parietal is right here. The temporal right here, and the zygomatic is right here. Moving on to the vertebral column, which is right here. The axis is right here. The atlas would be over here on this side. The lumbar vertebrae is right here. The sacrum would be right here. The lumbar vertebrae is right here. You couldn't see when I first did it. The sacrum is right here. The thoracic vertebrae is right here. Now moving on to the thoracic cage. The body of the sternum is right here in the middle. The false ribs are on this side. Floating ribs would be right up under here. And the true ribs are on both sides. These are the ribs. Now, the appendicular skeleton. The clavicle is on this side. The scapula is on this side. And the ulna is right here. Now, moving on to the hand and wrist. The hamate is right here on the side. The lunate is right here, the bottom of the wrist. The scaphoid is the back of the wrist, which would be right here. The trapezium is the bone on the side of the wrist, right here. The phalange is all of the fingers. The trapezoid is the second bone in the wrist, which would be right here. Now moving on to the pelvic and lower limbs. The pubic bone is right in here in the growing area. The femur is a thigh bone. The patella is a knee bone. The tibia is right here, and the fibula is on this side. Now moving on to the ankle and foot. I'm going to use this. My skeleton kind of messed up when they sent it in the mail. So the calcaneus is the back of the foot right here. The cuboid is right here. The metatarsal will be on this side. And the navicular is right here. And the phalange is the toes. And the talus is right on top of the ankle. Thank you. That is all for today.